What's going on? So today is going to be all about fitting the interior back into the Crown Vic, starting from the flooring and then hopefully start putting the seats in. Let's crack on. Stop! Confession time. I screwed up completely. I was trying to be clever by editing the original video for this and another video at the same time, and I accidentally deleted the original version of this video. To make matters worse, I'd actually also deleted the footage off my GoPro because I was making way for new videos. So, apologies, there is missing footage. Now, before I get a load of hate in the comments, can I just say that the rust that you see on the floor is just surface rust. Yes, I know it will need sorting. At this stage, it is not the most important thing. So after laying in the sound deadening for the back, it was time to start putting the floor in. But as you can tell, I was pretty useless and I put it round the wrong way and then had to fiddle about trying to get it right. Took a little while to do that, so I sped it up just to make the video a little bit quicker. Once I got the flooring round the right way, it was then just the fact of trying to push it all back down so it lays nice and flat, and then prop it up against the door sills, which is where it should sit, and then just flatten it down. There should be 4 plastic clips that hold this flooring in place. These are attached to the rubber flooring and just clip over the door sills. Unfortunately, through its harsh life, 3 out of the 4 of them have gone missing, so the only one that's there now is the one that's on the driver's door. I do have to admit, if I do say so myself, but I am quite chuffed by the way the flooring's come up. It was really grubby, it was really dirty, so all we done when we removed it was to physically wash it with soapy water, let that dry, and then we just went over it with black shoe polish. First mistake I made was when I was putting this panel back on, I accidentally trapped the seat belt that should go over the seat behind it, so unfortunately I did have to take it back off and do it all again. I love wasting time. The flooring on the driver's side, as you can see, actually has gone down really well. I can't complain with the way that it's mated up to the edge of the doors. Unfortunately, the same couldn't be said for the passenger side. It does not want to go where I need to put it, and unfortunately I think some of that is down to the fact that the clips are missing. But hey, it is what it is. I do have to say, I think it's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. Self-praise is everything. With the flooring all laid down, I've also put the centre console in, and I thought, well, I better clean the tools off because the driver's seat is now ready to go back. Just making sure the flooring is perfect. And in we go with the driver's seat. I did make a bit of a meal putting that seat in. It was heavy. It was warm, I was hot, and I was sweating. That's no excuse though. First things first, time to get that all plugged back in so it all functions correctly. Again, it took way longer than what it should have. And at this point, I realised that the actual runners on the seat had moved out of alignment, so this means it was never going to bolt down correctly. It was definitely a scratchy head moment and had me really going because I couldn't work out how to put it back because no matter what I tried to do, I could not get the runners to move. Even getting macho forceful with it didn't help. So then I thought, I'll attack it from the back, because that's bound to work. In the end, it took 2 of us, and I was using so much force to try and get that seat done. Guess what happened? Yeah, the camera fell off my deck, which is what it was resting on. So currently the passenger seat isn't bolted back in, and down to the fact that I had to knock the original seat bolt holders out in the front. I've then had to buy these, I thought would be a good idea, which is just some plate to try and give a little bit of extra support where the seat bolt would have originally been. And then I'm using these 8.8, which is what they recommend for seat bolts or seatbelt bolts, and I am using them to replace along with that. So hopefully it gives it a nice firm base, so should the worst happen, should we be involved in an accident, hopefully I'm not going to tear through the metal because it's spread the load. I'm a bit limited on doing the passenger seat at the moment, purely because I am trying to run some of the wires through from the back to the front and then from the front all the way to the back. So we'll do a video on that next, but let's crack on. So we still have a bit left to do. I have put in the center console, however it's going to need some fettling to either put the laptop mount, or if I go down the route of getting the tablet, I'm not quite sure yet. And of course putting the aftermarket radio in, because my radio does not work. I would like to say at this point, hopefully you are enjoying my content. As always, if you are new to this channel, please make sure you like, please make sure you subscribe. I'm desperately trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so I've still got a little way to go, and every single subscribe helps me to that first goal. Anyway, catch you in the next video.